Bankroll like what it do?
So I'm sitting here with tonight's Maya Angelou Inspirational Award winner. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is George Plumpkin. This is a breakaway suit. The baby oil's in the car.
What am I gonna do with him?
Maya Angelou. That was a poem.
So who are you and what do you do?
So my name is Rickey Teems II, son of Rickey Teems I, and I wrote some books.
Yeah.
Some people had read them, said they was pretty good. Then what I had did was I was a bad kid, so I talked to some other bad kids, and now they're not as bad anymore. Bam, give me the award.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
So, do you believe that art imitates life?
It's a tough one. That's kind of like a chicken or egg scenario, because it could be that art imitates life, but I honestly feel in the black community more life imitates art.
Okay.
Meaning I don't believe I won't even say half, I don't believe 90% of the rappers live the lives that they talk about, but yet every youngster in the black community is trying to emulate what they hear or see from these SoundCloud and popular rappers. So I think life imitates art in this era.
Okay.
Years past, it's probably a different story.
All right. So when did you actually fall in love with storytelling?
My whole life.
Your whole life?
True story, in 3rd grade, my mom still has the book Lost in the Woods, and you had to get like these 2 pieces of cardboard and fold them together, and then you stapled the pages and you made a book cover. And mine was about a little boy that didn't listen to his parents, and he got lost, and he went into a cave, and a bear chased him, and bats chased him, and I got book of the class. And I've always been a writer.
I love it.
Initially, my storytelling was associated with like what every young black male thinks, which is like rap. And it was later on that I realized that it wasn't necessarily rap that I love, even though I love it. It was the art of storytelling. And then that's when I wrote my first novel, and my second and my third, and that's what got me here with you today.
Awesome. So what advice would you give to an aspiring storyteller? So new author.
Do your research.
Okay.
Everybody wants the shortcut, everybody wants the fame, everybody wants the money. Nobody wants to work, nobody wants to grind, nobody wants to sacrifice, and it is not an overnight process.
Yes.
Even you think about when people say, oh, they're an overnight success, man, that individual has probably put in so many years of hard work, and their talents are just being recognized as overnight, but it doesn't have anything to do with the commitment and the process that they've gone through. So, read first, study first, learn about the craft, learn about marketing, learn about business, learn about all the nuances, and then put your book out there after you can do it appropriately and not tarnish the small window for reputation that you have.
I love it, I love it.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to...
I see my girl Kim Knight just commented on a photo. What up, Double K?
So what advice would you give to an existing author, one that's seasoned, that's been out there, because the game has shifted so much.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to somebody that's already in the game?
My advice to them would be Netflix, don't be Blockbuster.
Okay.
You know, you think about, I'm gonna give our age away, but when we were young, used to go to Blockbuster on a Friday night and stand in line for like an hour to get movies that you really didn't want because the ones you wanted were already checked out. Whereas Netflix came along and made it easy, made it convenient. They studied personalities, and Blockbuster could have had a chance to buy Netflix and been running the game, but they didn't adapt, they didn't adjust.
Yes,
so for established authors, I would say don't be complacent with what you have, because your readers are gonna grow, your readers are gonna change, and you need to be able to change with them.
Ooh, I love it, I love it. So lastly, plug your latest work and give us any final thoughts you have.
So if you haven't watched already, be sure to go to YouTube/High Notes. Watch my web series, comedy web series. If you like Insecure, if you like Atlanta, you might have a taste for my web series, High Notes. It's based on my novella, Can I Be Frank? Then I have my feature film, coming out in 2019 called You're Hired. So be on the lookout for that on the big screen.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. See you on the journey. Bye, guys.